Good day, viewers. This is BVI Channel 1. I'm also Channel Peters, and here we are on a media chat with the governorship candidate of Labour Party in the forthcoming Anambra governorship election, in the person of George Moghalu. Sir, it's a pleasure to have you on this media chat.
Thank you very much for having me.
Now,
as always.
Now we just have to hit the ground running because it is a busy time for you guys. What is it like contesting for governorship elections in Anambra State?
Put simply, it's both challenging and exciting. Challenging in the sense that there are expectations. Expectations are quite high because also you have to reach out to as many people as possible, visit all the nooks and crannies of the state to seek for their support. But exciting is that you're doing what you want to do. And when you realize at the end of the day that the propelling reason for joining the race, ab initio, is to render service to your people. So that's part of the excitement.
Okay, now you've just touched line on what is the biggest concern for many people. From our background in our advocacy for good governance, winning the trust of the people is one vital asset many politicians in this part of the world don't have. How do you expect to win the trust of Anambra State to give you their votes?
It's as expected though. It's a challenge which we are surmounting, because in trying to win the people's trust, you first of all make yourself available to public scrutiny.
Yes.
You have to throw your records to the public domain so that they can look at it and look at your past, look at to what extent you have kept promises, to see who you are. Okay, so, and then because we have a major challenge, and that major challenge is, apart from the personal confidence you're expecting from the people, they have to also have confidence in the system. So the institutional framework has to be such that the people can say, okay, our votes will count, for them to say that they won't be shortchanged. So apart from us now, it places a burden on the presiding authority, the authority that has the responsibility of organizing the elections. That is, in this instance, we're talking of INEC. So it provides me also an opportunity using this platform to appeal to them that they must justify confidence. They must not dampen the enthusiasm of the people. They must do things right. They must present to the Anambra a credible process that will engineer confidence, so that they can feel that their votes will count, so that they can feel that they are protected. So it's a chain thing. It's not restricted to me alone, or other candidates are involved, the presiding authority, that's INEC, is involved, the security agencies are involved. So the entire election architecture has to be such that will win the confidence of the people. Then taking it personally as to how do I intend to win the confidence of the people? What I've been doing is selling myself to the people, selling my agenda, the agenda of my party, Labour Party, to the people, and then asking them to look at my trajectory. I just didn't drop from the heavenlies. I have been in the system, I have worked in various places. Okay, they should look at my trajectory, look at my records, and see whether I am worth their confidence. Because when you look at my records, look at where and where I have worked, make inquiries, then you'll be able to understand who I am in a more clearer perspective. Okay, you will now know whether I keep promises. You will now know whether I'm accessible. You will now know whether that I can be trusted. So these are all the indices that that is being put together before a firm and conclusive decision is made. I mean, on the part of the voters this time. Okay. So, but for me, I think that I'm doing everything I should do to reach to the people, to plead with them to trust me.
Okay.
Promising them that I will not betray their confidence, promising them that I will justify the confidence rather.
Okay. Now, talking about politics and ideology is another thing, a very big challenge. You mentioned Labour Party. What is the ideology of Labour Party?
It's about the people. Everything about Labour is about the people, the welfare of the people. How do we get people to participate? And I have kept saying it in the course of my campaigns, that I want to get the people to be part of their government. I want a participatory democracy where the people are involved, where they can question leadership, where they can question authority, where they can make recommendations and give advice. Okay, one key thing working for me, without sounding arrogant, is that I'm accessible. Nobody has ever called me on phone and I don't pick. If I don't pick, I'll return the call. Nobody has sent me a text message and I ignore it. I will reply you. It may not be immediate, depending on my work pressure. But certainly take it to the bank. I'm going to return your call. I'm going to reply your text message because I don't know what you're saying until I see what you're saying.
Many politicians will be accessible during campaigns, but when they get into office, they become unreachable. Would that be the same with you?
No, my own is different. I'm not doing it now because I'm running an election. It has been a lifestyle over the years. And then ask people, all the offices I've held, responsible offices, nobody has had a problem to see me.
Okay.
You don't fill visitors form to see me. You don't call me on phone and I don't return your call. For me, life is about yes or no.
Okay, now you are now the governor of Anambra State, for instance. How do you intend to keep up with being accessible, being a governor, and at the same time being accessible to the people? Because not everybody can go into the government house.
Why not? You're accessible to the people. You're open to criticism. You're open to advice, and that is the only way you will meet their needs. The moment you shut yourself out and restrict your access to information to the few people around you, you will lose contact with the people.
Okay, now
you must be open. You must receive messages. You take your calls. You reply your text messages. You take in their feelings and their views, and that is the only way you can carry them along. There are many channels you can open as governor to be able to reach the people. Okay, you can also make it because the moment you make it as a policy by those whom you have given appointment, who have given responsibility, that they must hear everybody, they must be accessible, they must take their calls, you get all the information you need.
There is one thing that particularly we are holding the current governor, which is one of your biggest rivals in this election. Before the election that brought him in, he promised to have media chat occasionally with the people. But the only governor we are looking at for now in the Southeast doing that effectively is that of Abia State, who goes to have media chat with local people and also local media platforms.
That may be what is accounting for his success. Because he's getting the feeling of the people directly, not through any intermediary. That may be part of the reason why Governor Alex Oti is doing very well. Because he's feeling the impact of governance on the people that he's leading, so that he has access to them. They also have access to lay their complaints to him, so he will hear it firsthand and be able to address it. So that may be a reason for his success.
So do you think this government in Anambra State is not doing that enough?
You are the one telling me now, for example, because you're in the media industry. If you wouldn't chat with me, I don't expect the governor to chat with me.
Okay.
It's you people in the media that he will chat with. But you will now know whether he's been able to do anything in that regard.
There is one thing he said, that he's not contesting with anybody, that he's the only one in the race, that others, how do you respond to that?
For me, talk is free. Anybody can say anything. So if he's not contesting with anybody, why is he putting billboards all around the whole place? Why is he moving from place to place? He was sat back in his house. At least he has a comfortable apartment. He has no need to come out. Okay. Well, he will be shocked on November 8th. Because Anambra people are watching all of us who are campaigning.
Okay.
November 8th will prove whether he's contesting with anybody or not. But the point is that he knows if you ask him.
Are you popular enough to get him out of office?
I will allow you to make the assessment. But if you ask me, I'll tell you that I'm a front runner. Okay. But I will allow you to go into the streets, ask him the Anambra.
Okay, the last thing that we're going to have on this media chat, which is basically the people itself.
Yeah.
What do you think in the Anambra State needs more? Especially knowing that Anambra State is a commercial state where many people are traders. What do you think is the need of traders that Soludo have not met?
He has not addressed the issue of insecurity, which is prime. Because no economy grows in an unsecure environment. The issue of insecurity is of critical concern. And then again, you move to taxation. The traders are overtaxed. Everybody in Anambra State is overtaxed. It has to be addressed. And I assure the Anambra State that I will address it. Overtaxation will not be in my government, if by the grace of God I become governor.
Okay.
And the insecurity will be addressed conclusively. I mean conclusively, because I know what to do.
Okay, I wouldn't ask you what your plans are, so you don't reveal your strategies. But I would ask, what is your position about the ban on open grazing, which we believe opened up a lot of floodgates of insecurity across Nigeria and in Anambra State in particular?
What is operational overseas? What do you have overseas? People do ranching.
It's ranching and
it's a business. You create the enabling environment for the private sector to play a role. You do proper organized ranching, and all this movement of farmer headers class, you will go, because the moment you remove the area of friction, everybody will operate confidently. Cattle rearing is a business. It's part of mechanized agriculture. Government should invest in it, create enabling environment, provide ranches everywhere. That's so that you don't have cattle going to the farms to destroy people's source of living.
They say talk is cheap. I was part of those who pressured government of Anambra State to sign the anti-open grazing bill.
Yes.
Soludo came in, he made the signature, but enforcing it became a problem. Today, cows are grazing even in front of government houses. How do you address that?
Most unfortunate.
To enforce.
Laws are made to be obeyed. And if there are laws made in the interest of the people, it must be obeyed under my watch.
Okay. Then finally, politicians in Africa, politicians in Nigeria have weaponized poverty and hunger. How will you address?
Most unfortunate. Most unfortunate.
So you do something different.
Something different. Something has to be done.
To put food on the tables.
What is happening to our agriculture? I would just want to draw your mind back when Michael Okpara, may so rest in peace, was premier of Eastern Nigeria.
Okay.
Not Abia State, Eastern Nigeria. That is the 5 states of Southeast and 6 states of South. Agriculture was the mainstay of our economy. Look at the infrastructural development that took place under his tenure. Some of them are still subsisting, and they are there for anybody to see. As at then, oil, there was no oil. We are talking about agriculture. I want to bring back those good old days. We bring back agriculture, mechanize it, expand the agricultural value chain. Because it will provide those food for the people, it will provide us opportunity for employment of our young men and women who are graduating out of school and are jobless. It will provide us an opportunity for revenue, because we can export all the byproducts from the agricultural value chain. So there's quite a lot we can get. We can expand agriculture to the point where the economy of this state can be driven with agriculture. So there's quite a lot we can do. And then there will be surplus food on the table. I believe very strongly, and I am convinced about it, that Anambra North alone has the capacity to feed this state and feed the states around us. What they need to do is create the enabling environment, invest in agriculture, provide them improved seedlings, provide them equipment, provide them the access to capital that they need to invest in that sector. And agriculture will thrive, and our economy will grow.
All right, thank you very much for your time.
My pleasure.
We have a whole lot to talk about, but for now, let's keep it at this. Tell on the Anambra State in 1-2 sentences before we wrap it up.
I beg in the Anambra to trust me, to give me an opportunity to serve them, because I believe very strongly na Anambra got them more.
All right, thank you so much, sir. It's a pleasure to have you.
My pleasure as always.
And that is it on this media chat with George Moghalu, the Labour Party governorship candidate in Anambra State election, November 8th, 2025. I'm signing out. I still remain out to Peters. Bye-bye for now. GGN, uniting the people for good governance.